We've had families where the entire family was COVID positive and there was no food. We've had families where a middle school age is taking care of the younger siblings because the parents both are positive. We've had families where they are really challenged by the threat of being evicted. So there's just so much that's going on, but we also found ourselves responding and having to provide services that are not our normal programming.
Some of the youth's parents or grandparents or family members have passed away because of COVID. So that has been a tremendous emotional burden on the youth.
At the beginning of the pandemic, about 70% of our youth lost their jobs. So we had to adapt really quickly and respond to a lot of needs that were new to our housing programs.
They can't pay rent, they can't buy groceries, and they have children. So in some of these families, maybe they only had one income coming in. So losing that income, I mean, you can just imagine.
Our students in the beginning, some of them didn't even have computers, and our families didn't have internet because they couldn't pay for them.
One of the things that we did that was crucial was doing the food distribution. So every 2 weeks we will come here to the main building and get food bags and distribute to the youth in their apartments. But beyond that, there was also a need for increased case management and counseling services. And we were doing a mix of virtual and in-person services.
So we still provided those spaces online for our young people to just check in, to see if they needed any food assistance or rental assistance. So it's kind of just tapping into what support are they not getting at home and how can we provide that.
Some of our youth graduated, so we decorated our cars and we rode through the streets of DC and Maryland and rode past these students' houses with them and their families. Even though that they didn't have a traditional graduation, they had something and then we cared and we were there for them.
We had to switch completely to virtual, which completely takes us out of the outdoor portion of our program. My crew leaders and our team were able to find lots of online and virtual opportunities. They explored VR, virtual reality, they explored video content in order for us to be able to bring the outdoors to our students through their computers. And eventually we were able to create a hybrid program so that our youth were able to do work online and outside. We were able to create an 8-week summer program. We led 6 classes and it was ranging from artistic expression to even college readiness, which was very important for a lot of our young people. So we had to adjust very quickly to switching to our virtual platform.
In light of everything that was happening with George Floyd and tensions that arise, we actually have created a monthly space for our young people to come in and discuss, how they're feeling, discuss the current events, because a lot of the youth that we serve are African American and they're also young people of color. So they're actually affected not only by COVID, but they're also affected by the racial injustices that are happening.
We get our cues from our youth and families. So as this gets prolonged, or as this continues to go, it goes back to us continuing to do the best that we can. There's just so many different pieces that are moving and so many different interests, and I'm so appreciative of our staff being able to fill in where they see they can, because there's so many things that I may not be thinking or someone else is not thinking, but that it's important and it's critical to that family or to our families that it gives them that strength to go on.